This is an email that I sent out to the competing factions in the Richmond, Virginia area around somewhere between 2012 and 2014. I'm going to read this and then I'm going to just scroll through these pages. I'm packing up to move as I'm going through some of the things that I've written in the past. You know, since I was a child, I've always loved to write my thoughts down and keep them. And this is, I just found this. I forgot all about that. I wrote this. But in any event, this is what it says. In the name of Allah, who came in the person of Master Fraud Muhammad, to whom all holy praise I forever do, and in the name of his last and great messenger and servant, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now I know this had to be back in between 2011 and 2014, somewhere along that time, because I stopped referring to Elijah Muhammad as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You know, I know it's been since 2016, 2015, somewhere along that way. In any event, I'm going to continue to read this. Assalamu alaikum. I'm writing each of you to voice my and others' deep dissatisfaction in the way the teachings of Islam as taught by Messenger Elijah Muhammad is being and have been grossly misrepresented in the most debased way possible. That is in the way of unity. I am not going to continue to watch right here in Richmond, Virginia, where many strong, solid, and decent men who were able to survive the great falling away and thus hold on to Islam in such a profound way that brothers and sisters such as myself would have a chance to experience this great life-saving teachings, especially in a time when there is no physical messenger of Allah on the scene to direct their paths. Each of you has played a mighty role in helping many of us in the best manner you knew how. And for this, I am eternally grateful to Allah and His Messenger for each of you Muslims who actually followed and served the greatest and last messenger of Allah. With that being said, up to this point, in my opinion, the best is yet to come. That is, if we all could put aside our egos, petty jealousies, and outright disobedience to Allah and His Messenger. If not, your guess is as good as mine as to what the future holds for the chosen and beloved lost found tribe of Shabazz in the wilderness of North America. According to Messenger Elijah Muhammad's own teachings, we are not guaranteed to survive this great war if we refuse to obey his divine directives of uniting and separating from our enemies onto a land we can call our own. And here are some references. Holy Quran, Surah 6, Ayat, depends on which book you have, Ayat 160 or 159, and this is what it says. As for those who split up their religion and became sects, thou hast no concern with them. Their affair is only with Allah. Then He will inform them of what they did. Then you can go down to Surah 25, the discrimination, which deals with lying, those who forged a lie and those who helped them forge a lie. And that's still going on right today. This is November the 11th, 2025, when I'm bringing this before you. You're still doing the same thing right today. This is taken from Fall of America, Destruction of America's Education. You know, I'm not going to give you a play-by-play, but you can go and look at these things for yourselves and, you know, make an analysis of what role you played in it. You know, like I've done. You know, I've been come to the conclusion about the role that I played in it, whether I did so willingly or unwillingly, knowingly or unknowingly. We all have to accept our own responsibility in the total misrepresentation of what Elijah Muhammad taught. what he received from the God who came to deliver us, to make us the universal rulers. And that God, that supreme being, is none other than Master W.D. Farad Muhammad, to whom praises Allah forever due. You have to go and look at the message's teachings from an analytical standpoint and try to comprehend it and look at yourselves. You want to put aside Allah, God, and His true religion, Islam, His messenger, and His message, and accept that which you hope to put in its place, Christianity. This will not be accepted by Allah. You can go and read all of this for yourselves. This is not that difficult, but this is something that I put together. Like I said, I know it's been it's been over 10, 12 years. Let's go look at it yourself. If you are practicing and teaching this unity, then who is your teacher? And the message says, look how the devil is teaching our people division now. If all the little black organizations who are trying to do something for self would unite with me and make a complete body of one, we will most certainly have salvation in our hands at once. If we all want to be like Christianity, with each one sitting and enjoying his little part, and one day they will lose their part. Again, this is taken from Destruction of America's Education. And if you look at the actual fact board right here, I mean, just look at it. If you have an independent temple, your own little sect over there in the corner, then you're a goddamn Christian. I don't care what you call yourselves. Like I said, I'm resigning myself. I have resigned. I'm not quitting Islam by no stretch of the imagination. So don't listen to this and come up with some interpretation that, I'm turning hypocrite. That you will be dead wrong. I mean, really dead wrong. And if you were in the wrong, in the wrong position, that would be very literal DEAD to refer to me as a hypocrite. I mean, these are the things that you can go directly to the book and read for yourselves. Again, this was sent out. I sent it out to someone to proofread it, and they look at it, and he thought I was, shouldn't have done it because I was. I mean, this is I guess you can say a declaration of war. And of course, it wasn't accepted, and that's okay. But I've done my job. I have nothing to hold my head down about. I have nothing to be ashamed about. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Why does Muhammad and any Muslim murder the devil? What is the duty of each Muslim in regards to 4 devils? What reward does a Muslim receive by presenting the 4 devils at one time? I didn't give the entire answer, but when you look at what I wrote in red, this is my writing in red, do you realize that as self-appointed ministers who are teaching against unity in the name of Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, that you are causing poor ignorant followers to become stung by the snake? And this makes the Muslim people sick. To make devil, what must you do first? To make devil, one must begin grafting from the original. What is devil? Answer: a grafted man which is made weak and wicked, or any grafted live germ from the original is devil. Question in red: is Islam as taught by Messenger Elijah Muhammad original? If so, when one grafted from its original, what will one make? Finally, if each of you says with your mouth, and more important with your actions, those Muslims over there are not following the messenger, yet you will not do whatever it requires to go there and sit down and intelligently discuss the said misrepresentation, then you are not following General Orders 1 through 12, and you should refrain from referring to yourselves as fruit of Islam, which is the military training of the men who belong to Islam in North America. Also, you should remove the name Muhammad's temple from your independent temples. Why? Muhammad's implies ownership, meaning that said temple belongs to Muhammad. Instead, rename them after whatever your name is, because you are the true owner of the temple. The fruit of Islam, the name given to the military training of the men that belong to Islam in North America.